and welcome today to my presentation and video of this amazing American muscle piece of machinery, a 2016 Corvette C7 Z06 Corvette. Yes, this is all black. This is beautiful. It's a Z06 3LZ trim, and it has a dealer installed Z07 Ultimate Performance Package on this car. Thanks for taking a look. Thanks for joining with me. My name is Nathan. Going to look at, walk around, inside, outside, under the hood, every which way, this Z06 Corvette that is absolutely stunning, like new, just turned 31,000 miles. Thanks for joining. Thanks for looking. Please hit the subscribe button if you like what you see and you like what I do. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your suggestions. I appreciate your comments. A wonderful car, and just absolutely explosive power in this car. 650 horsepower. You can hear it. It's just begging to go, begging to go. It's basically, in my opinion, and as I read on some of the reviews about this car, this is really a track-ready, street-legal Corvette. This car is almost too fast for the roadway, in my opinion. It is just has power for days. It just doesn't quit. It's extremely fast. It's extremely explosive acceleration. It's just explosive is going to be the hot button word for today, because that's what I believe this car is. It's in literally like new condition, inside, outside. There's a couple of very, very minor flaws that I will show you as we go around here, but listen to that. 650 horsepower, which, you know, was huge for 2016. There's faster cars now today. There's more horsepower in some of this new stuff today, but who needs it? This car, as you'll see, because I will make another video of me driving it, so check that out on my channel as well. I'm not going to be able to drive it like an IndyCar driver with having to video and use one hand, but I'm going to show you and let you hear and see how amazing it drives, how amazing it sounds. Just remarkable. 0 to 60 in this car, per the factory specs, in 3.5 seconds. Quarter mile in 11.9 seconds at 127 miles an hour. The top speed for this car is 196 miles per hour. Nobody needs to be doing that, at least on the regular roadway. On the track, sure, go ahead. 650 horsepower at 6,400 RPMs, 650 foot-pounds of torque at 3,600 RPMs. It's kind of funny that both numbers are 650. Original window sticker of this car, I'm going to show you here shortly, was $91,000 and change dollars, and then the Z07 Ultimate Performance Package was the dealer added. It at an original price would have been about $8,000. So this is, in effect, this is a $100,000 Z06 Corvette. Okay. Now, some extra bonuses on this car. It has full film on the front. See the little line here on the hood? It has full film on the fenders, both fenders, the entire hood, and the entire bumper is all done with the clear protective film. You can see the edge right there on the bumper right here. Yep. So it has done, of course, exactly what it is supposed to do. An awesome job of protecting the front nose and the front of the car. Note the couple cameras here in the front grille. I'm going to show you those front cameras and how amazing and helpful they are when we go inside the car. Very, very nice to have. Makes keeping the front virtually damage-free with having those cameras. And speaking of damage, there are a couple of tears in the film right here, you can see, and right there. That is the film that's a rock hit or something hit, so it did its job to protect the bumper, but now has a little wound there, so that's one flaw. Little scratch here on this little bit down here on this front plastic splitter, really minor. If you use the cameras appropriately, you will definitely avoid that. Beautiful Michelin tires, Michelin Pilot Sport all season. staggered setup. 285, 30, 19 in the front. There's the ceramic Brembo brakes. You can see there, beautiful. Look at the red Corvette caliper, absolutely wonderful. The wheels are in fantastic condition, and these tires, right, it's upside down. 2720 is the date code on these front ones. The rears are also 20. There's a little scuff on the edge of this right front wheel right there, you can see, minor. It's been touched up a little bit. There's the tread on the front. And the rear, it's upside down, but 335, 25 ZR20. There's the brakes in the back and caliper, and this wheel is fantastic. There's a date code on the rears, 2320. So all of the tires were manufactured anyway in 2020 and most likely installed in the car in late 2020 or early 2021. Just turn on the back. Side pieces in perfect shape. The aero kit, level 3 aero package, was part of the Z07 Ultimate Performance Package, which has all been done to this car. It is my understanding and belief that there was originally a front piece that also, you know, a skirt piece like this in the front. It was damaged, so it was removed. So you don't have to feel bad when you do it. It's already been damaged and removed, and the plain black plastic piece put in its place. So all is well. This wheel is really nice. There's just one itty bitty mark right there. Brakes are super clean, super nice. Car drives amazing, absolutely amazing. It has so much power, it's scary fast. I'm gonna rev it up for you here a little bit after we take a look under the hood. Also, there are clear pieces of film right here on the front of the dog leg area here on the quarter panel, so to protect this area from stone chips from the front tires, so little pieces there. If you haven't noticed, the windows are also tinted. You can see the tint on the glass here, and then the front two windows are tinted as well. The windshield is also lightly tinted. Kind of hard to see here maybe, but you can see the edge of it right there. It's not as dark as the sides. It's very light. I would say it's probably 50% tint on the front. Car has heads-up display. There's the heads-up display monitor, or the projector. I can put up I have the top in the rear, which I'm going to show you. Let me put up these front two windows so you can see the darkness of the tint there. There you go. I will show you the top when we look in the back. And there we go. So nice and uniform all around on the window tint, just a bit lighter on the windshield, which is a good thing. Makes it definitely easier to see out of. Remarkable. So the 3LZ package, you probably know if you're a Corvette person, Corvette guy, gal. 3LZ was the highest trim line that was offered for this. And it has stuff like memory, seat adjusters, power bolster and lumbar. I'm reading off my notes here. Napa leather seats, heated outside mirrors, the auto dimming inside rearview mirror, suede microfiber wrapped under the trim, leather instrument panels and doors, heated and cooled seats, premium sound system, which this does have, the Bose sound system, front curb view cameras, a performance data and video recorder with navigation. Don't ask me to demonstrate that because I don't know, haven't done that. But let's go on inside here, and before we do, let me show you flip my papers here on my clipboard. Give me 1 second. always hard to do with one hand. So this is the reproduction of the original window sticker for this very car. Black, jet black. There's the fuel mileage information. You can see right there it says Z06 Coupe with 3LZ. Here's the installed options, the automatic 8-speed transmission, the 3LZ equipment group, the Z06 black aluminum wheels, and so on, remote start, which it does have. So $92,000 when it was new. And then, like I said, if you add the Z07 package, this car really is coming up to be basically a $100,000 car. So, let me set that down there. So you can see the leather on the door panels, remarkable, beautiful, Bose memory seats, the door opener, aka door handle. The inside of this is basically perfect. There are a couple of very small marks on a couple things I want to show. A few light scratches here on this plastic from the seat belt, pretty minor. Driver's side seat is beautiful, except just a little bit of wear right here on the bolster, to be expected from getting in and out. The seat bottom is very nice. A lot easier to see with the top out. The seal, of course, I mean, this car is not very old, but you know, the seals are clean and nice and in good shape. You can see the suede Alcantara there on the visors. I recently did a video and presentation on an older Corvette. It's on my channel. You can take a look for that as well. Currently listed for sale. It's a 1995 Corvette, black on black with a removable glass top. And it's a really cool car for an older one. It's a C4, right? And, you know, the difference between, of course, the technology, the the ease in which to remove the top, the horsepower, just amazing, the difference. I mean, I like old stuff. I like vintage cars. I like, you know, classic stuff. I like stuff like that 95 that's really clean and really nice. And ironically, very much ironically, in my garage where I keep these, these two cars have almost identically the same mileage. This car has 31,200 miles, and the 1985 has 31,100 something, I think. So very same mileage, but this is a 2016. That's a 1995. This has 650 horsepower. That is just a regular Corvette with 300 horsepower. And of course, the technology is very different, you know. But to remove the top on those 90s cars, there's a bolt up here. It doesn't take terribly long, but there's a bolt here. There's a bolt in the back. You know, there's 4 bolts around the top, and you have to use a ratchet to do it. Well, this here is easy peasy. You just unbuckle the front like an old T-top on an old Camaro, and whoom, you're in, and it slides in the back. It's easy. So anyway, just amazing the difference between these cars. But of course, the performance and the power is amazingly different. Really nice, thick Lloyd's mats here. I love Lloyd's mats. I've purchased many myself. Original pedals right there. These mats snap in very nicely. Leather in the center here is nice. A little bit of puff to that armrest right here in the center. Still nice and smooth and clean. This is all real nice here. 8-speed transmission. A couple of cup holders. The key is in here. It has 2 keys. That's one of 2. It has 2 keys. I always do this, 2, so that somebody doesn't think it only has 1. It does have 2. There's the factory remote start on there. A little power outlet right there. Kind of current generation GM screen here. Simple to use. Climate control, heated seats, cooled seats, whatever your flavor is. I find it interesting that the heated seat has an orange light to it, like my shoes. And the cooled seat also has orange. Usually it'd be blue, and on a lot of other GM cars it is blue, but for whatever reason these are still orange. One thing I really do think is very smartly engineered about this car, obviously it's very driver-centric and focused around the driver, but the passenger can turn on their heated or cooled seat here, but they also can do it over there. Sorry to flip you off. They can also do it over there where they can change their temperature. They can also control their heated or cooled seat over there, so they don't have to bother the driver over here. Look at the leather on the dashboard. It is perfect. Absolutely beautiful. Soft leather stitching. Alcantara suede on the A-pillars here, both sides. Of course, the screen goes down to hide some stuff in there with a USB. Very cool. Touch screen, everything you could want, navigation, and then let me show there's navigation. We're on an unnamed road, so it doesn't know the speed limit of this road, but when we drive it, it certainly will. Backup camera right there. And then when I put it in drive, that's the forward-facing cameras. That's the very tip of the front of the car. So when you're approaching an object, what a helpful deal. So that's looking left out the front, looking right out the front. So that right there is looking towards the garage door right there. And then the front is looking straight out, and it is very helpful when pulling up to something. Very smartly engineered. Bravo, good job to GM. So very helpful. Start stop button right there. A whole bunch of other stuff in here, Bluetooth, everything, of course. We don't need to go through all that. The steering wheel leather is very, very nice. Carbon Z06 here at the bottom. Also Z06 badge right here, 650 horsepower, 650 foot-pounds of torque. The leather on the steering wheel is basically perfect. The stitching is perfect. There's one tiny mark right here at the D, the straight part of the D-shaped steering wheel right here. Very minor, just a little scuff on the leather. Automatic headlights, full tank of fuel. We're in sport mode right now. You can change the mode select right here, and it'll show you up there on the dash, you know, track, sport, eco, touring. It really changes how the car rides, and I myself like the touring mode, but I had it in sport mode right there. Gauge cluster, very nice, very clean. There's the exact mileage, 31,235. Then on the steering wheel here, you've got audio controls and all that business, cruise control. But right here, you can go through this menu. I thought anyone watching this video might want to see. There's the engine hours and the lifetime revs right there. Speed limit, if we were on a road, it would show us the speed limit. How much fuel this thing has consumed in its explosive, massive power. Last 25 miles, I don't know, it does a bunch of projections. There's the tires, which I don't trust this to be incredibly accurate because I actually set the tire pressures myself, and I know they're all even. This is showing a little bit of variance, but whatever. Oil life percentage, fuel range, I just filled it up with gas, so there's the range. Trip odometers, couple of them, A and B, and then back to the digital speedo, which I like to leave it on. Of course, the heads-up display, you can see right there, right by the guy that's going out there on a scooter. You can see the speedometer, tachometer, what gear you're in, how many G's it's pulling out of this supercharged monster. You can move it. I'm moving it right now. You can also change the information that you see. You can just see the speed. You can see the speed and the tach like that. Kind of looks like an 80s Corvette. Kind of cool, kind of retro. Like I was saying, I like the retro stuff, but I kind of like this setting right here. So we're going to leave it right there. All right, let's continue and look over the rest. Let's look in the back and then under the hood. Let's go ahead and look under the hood now, and then we'll look in the rear. Door jamb is beautiful. Big Corvette sill plate there. Oh, see? I purposely had my towel in my pocket so I could not fingerprint anything as I opened all the compartments. There we are, 650 horsies. My horsey. LT4 6.2 liter supercharged. Not a whole lot to see here. I do have to say that I enjoyed, to raise the hood on that 1995 because I think it's really cool how you can see all the suspension parts and the front tires, you know, because basically the fenders on this car would be the hood on that car. It all comes up, but things change. There's the bottom side of the hood pad with the Z06 and Corvette on it is beautiful and perfect. So who wants to wake a few people up? Not that there should be anybody sleeping at this hour, but when I have the hood up like that, I like to show or have you hear the engine at a little higher RPM. So let me get my foot in here and see what I mean? Explosive. Ready? So much power. It's unbelievable how much power this car has. Well, made the fan come on. Yeah, pull it down. Listen to that. It sounds like an airplane getting ready to take off. I went to the monster truck show here in Columbus last night with my son and got to see all the monster trucks do their thing and drive around in a dirt pit and roll over and flip over. That was pretty cool. And hearing all that loud sound out of this car makes me think of that. Perfect back here. I love the pull down of this. I don't know if it's going to do it when I shut it. But when you shut it, if you don't shut it hard enough, it has a pull down feature. It'll pull it down for you. Here's the top back here. Very easy to put in here, and the little pegs there just snap right in right there. It's all secure. You can see how clean it is back here. Z06 mat back here too. I believe that's a Lloyd's mat as well. I'm pretty certain because it matches the front carpets pretty well. And Lloyd's does a really nice job. I highly recommend and endorse Lloyd's. I have Lloyd's in one of my vintage cars, a Lincoln Town Car that I bought, and they make really nice mats and they just do a beautiful job. You can see the bottom of the top here is perfect. Very, very nice. So it just goes in like that and push down and snap it in. Yeah, Lloyd's is wonderful, wonderful for mats, and I believe you can get mats from them for just about any car that your heart desires. See, I think I shut it hard enough that time, but if you don't, it'll pull it down. Passenger seat is pretty much perfect. No real wear on the bolster on this side at all, and plastic is in real good shape. Couple itty bitty marks here on the plastic, but nothing crazy. There's the separate climate control and heated ventilated seat control I was talking about, but it's nice to have. Reminds me of the early 2000s Buick LeSabres and Park Avenues. They had this control over here. That kind of reminds me of that. There's the mat on this side. Nice snap in, same way. Power seat, same as the driver's side. And this door panel, same thing, all wrapped in leather. Very, very nice. There is one mark on this door panel right there. Really minor little scratch or abrasion on the leather right there, but pretty insignificant, but I saw it, so I wanted to point it out. Take a look at my driving video as well, please. And like I said, it's going to be exciting. Certainly going to get some sound out of it. I'm going to put the top back in for the driving video because I think it'll be too loud without it. Take a look for that as well. on my channel. And again, please subscribe if you like what I do. Leave your comments, suggestions. As I've said on some of my recent videos, I'm going to drop this hood. I am, oh, sorry, a little hard there, but we know it's shut. I am self-taught in what I do, and self-made, self-educated on taking pictures of cars, learning about cars, making videos, kind of changing and perfecting my ways all the time. So definitely appreciate any suggestions that anybody has on anything I could do better or differently, but I have kind of just changed my ways over time. Matter of fact, the cover photo that I intend to use of this car, I actually staged the car right here facing this way, and I stood up on top of that electrical box right there and took a nice cool aerial view photo of this, that's the photo I'm going to use for the cover of this video. So that's where I took it. So just kind of something I've never done before that I did for the first time today, and it worked out. It looks really nice. I think it looks really cool, and obviously a really badass car that deserves a cool intro picture. So I appreciate your watching, and I appreciate your views. I think I've covered it all. We've seen all the wheels up close, heard the engine rev up nice and loud, saw underneath the engine, heard the auxiliary fans running, went over the interior, the original option list, the front, there's that front camera, see? It's just so nice because you can see right here. So if you hit something, you really have to not be paying attention. But I appreciate everything, and thank you guys for your support and watching, and hopefully this is educational to you in whatever way it might be. Hopefully I've taught you something you might not know. I certainly like to present cars and talk about them and show them for everything they are, and just have some fun doing it. So thanks again for watching, and have a great day, and check out the driving video that's coming up next. It should be right next to my channel on this one. Although I do think right after I finish talking and rambling right here, I'm going to put the top in, and I'll make another little segment for you guys to see the car with the top in. So stay tuned. Bye-bye. All right, so I'm back again. Here we are, just with the top back in, just to give you another view so you can see it with the top in. It certainly does look like a regular coupe car with that top in it, rather than with the top open and out of the car. It's kind of a couple different looks, really, with the top in, with the top out, with the windows down, with the windows up. Now it's all dark and mysterious and all black and angry, explosive. Remember that hot button word, explosive power in this car. Yes. So there it is with the top in. Definitely still a very, very sexy, very, very good looking car. All right. Thanks again for watching and joining, and just wanted to show that little piece there, and I'll be making and recording some driving video next, so take a look for that, and join along with me for a little city freeway drive in this monster, explosive monster of a Corvette. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.